welcome to a double shot of the Rude Dog Show. I know you wanted more. I created more. I just put the ice tray in the freezer and decided to make more ice. Anyway, welcome to the double shot of the Rude Dog Show. This is episode 168. Yes, I'm counting down to 200. Feels like New Year's Eve, oddly enough. Anyway, welcome to the Rude Dog Show. This is Rudy Reyes on the RudeDogShow.com. Most people have kind of tuned out today. There's a lot of sporting news and things that, well, should be related to sporting news. O.J. Simpson, yes, he was released. He's on parole. Yay. Can we get on with life now? Thank you very much. Anyway, welcome to the Rude Dog Show. This is Rudy Reyes. I'm your host. And today, another LinkedIn contact. I know you're probably wondering, gosh, what is this LinkedIn thing? I even had a radio host mispronounce it and say, it's liked in. And I chuckled. I said, no, there's no such thing as liked in. It's linked in. Everybody links together. It's a business platform for business professionals to get together. This is not a plugin for the LinkedIn company. But it enables you to get some really fantastic people like my next guest. Welcome to the show. An accomplished author, on-air talent. She does so many great things at Beasley Media Group. She's from New Jersey. Did I say that right? I don't know. It's usually a bad impression. But welcome, Joni Donato. She does lots of things with kids and does some great things with her book, trying to get people to recognize the greatness that's a part of who she is. Welcome to the show, Joni Donato.
That is so sweet. Now, can I just say this? Yes, you are correct, Joni Donato. But that is in New York City, in New Jersey, and that is my biological name. For about 20 years, I've gone by Lauren Jenifer with one engaged, just so we don't leave out the fans of the Lauren Jenifer Gates.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, don't want to do that. Got to let them know who you are.
Yeah, right. So I'm really Lauren Jenifer Gates right now for the past 20 years, but I don't mind if you call me Joni or Jenifer or Lauren or whatever. So thank you so much for having me on your show. It's a great show.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Or you know what? I can call you LJ. Isn't that cool? Well, yeah. LJ, different, right? Been called that before?
Well, you know what? I have a nickname, LJG, and that's my show, LJG Show.
Well, what do you know? What are the odds of that happening? Gosh, I would be remiss if I didn't put that in an acronym. Everything's about acronyms nowadays, right? Acronyms, ABC, NBC, ESPN, LBJ. Anyway, so those are all there. Those are a part of the lifestyle, I guess you will. Tell everybody a little bit more about you in that you have a new book that you're coming out with, and you do a lot of great things with guys like Quintus McDonald, who just had a football camp out in the wonderful area of Newport.
Yeah, a lot of things going on. Well, basically, the way I'm tied into my
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm going to try to make the adjustment. My apologies. Stand by for me. See if it works out. And if it doesn't, then, well, shame on me. Shame on my equipment, I guess. I don't know. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. We lost communicados, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so do you want to, do I need to repeat what I just said?
No. Go ahead. We're live Facebook, so go for it. We can finish where we left off.
Hi, everybody on Facebook. It's Lauren Jenifer with one N8 or Joni Donato from high school. So I was a cheerleader in high school, and my guy that I cheered for was number 11. He is now the president of Universal Records. There's a lot of great people that came out of Montclair, New Jersey, and I am a big fan of Montclair. I am constantly promoting all the time, MHS forever. So yeah, was a former cheerleader, and I did a lot of things in my life. I was a foster child, and then I was adopted. Because of this, and having so many different names in foster care, and being through the system of name after name after name, when I moved to Las Vegas in 1997, I changed my name legally to Lauren Jenifer Gates. So that is why there's so many names associated with me. But that's who I am right now, and I've done a lot in my life. I started off waitressing, and then I started singing in bands, and I sang in the church choir when I was really young, and I just was always asked to sing, and I ended up being lead singer in 3 all-female bands here in Las Vegas, where I reside right now. I'm a native New Yorker, and I live in New Jersey. And then, like I said, 1997, I came out here, and I did a lot of convention modeling, commercials, billboards, all kinds of things, voiceovers. So, had a daughter, and I started a business called Jadikins, where I make these really cute baby and puppy tiny tuckers. They're really super cute. If you want to check them out, jadikins.com or tinytucker.com. But since 1997, when I came out here, now I know people are going to be like, "Oh my God!" But like I said, Rudy knows me. I don't, I make everything fun. I don't judge people. I make things fun that could be taken different ways. And so I came out here. It was a party. A girlfriend of mine worked for Nickelodeon and MTV. And so it was about 1997 or 98, and I just moved here. I was loving Las Vegas, as I still do now. And there was a gentleman at the party who said, "I love your feet." And I said, "Well, do you want to suck them?" And I know it sounds disgusting, but it became a funny thing and a funny book. And I am a former Playboy model. So I showed Hugh Hefner in 2001, I showed him my foot book, which is really hysterical. It's not disgusting. It's funny quotes in a funny book. And even the cover, you can see the cover, and it's really a funny book. So I came out with this book, and it's gotten onto WABC in New York, 2 shows, and a review journal write-up. Really, really nice, classy write-up. And it's tastefully done, and the William Carr Art Gallery just did a book signing. So that's what I've been doing lately.
There's a lot going on.
LJG. What's that?
That's a lot going on.
Oh, I've done a lot. I've done a lot more than that even. But basically, it's the website is LJG, which is my initials, and then Photography, Photography. My ex-boyfriend came up with the name Photography just with the photo album. So when Hugh Hefner told me to publish it, I did many years later, and it just came out. And so it's kind of interesting because it could be misconstrued, or I shouldn't even say misconstrued. It's a foot book, but I incorporated my life stories and the things I've been through. I mean, I was on Wheel of Fortune in '99 here in Vegas, which is a huge deal because they put you through some major auditioning procedures, if you will. And so I got on there and made a little bit of money, not much, but I did pretty well, and it was just a lot of fun. And so I put all that in my book, the Jadikins page, my CV that I did for my ex-boyfriend at Universal, and he was gracious enough to have me in there and meet with his A&R. And then I didn't know I was pregnant, and that's how the Jadikins came out.
Sounds like there's a lot going on there. I was looking at the... you're talking about feet, and I think to myself, man, my feet are kind of big, and they're 11.5, and they're big, and look, well, no, the ultimate tie-in is this: it's about sports. What sport does not require for you to stand on your feet or use your feet? And you're talking about footology. Yeah. I think of footology has everything to do with sportsology, and so there's football, baseball, basketball, tennis, badminton, croquet. There's everything involved with feet. But the biggest question we're talking about here, and of course I don't necessarily have a foot fetish necessarily, but I have big feet.
Time out. Not necessarily.
Well, look, the whole foot thing. You got to stand, right? If you kneel, you use your knees. You're going to take a picture of somebody else's knees. Usually, most people don't like their knees. They look at them and say, "Oh, I can't believe I use these things." But that's the honest truth of it. That's what they use. And so the biggest question is, I think everybody wants to know: have you been asked to do foot modeling for podiatrists, or has that ever been a conversation piece, sir?
Well, great stories. I used to be a shoe model at the convention here in conventions in Las Vegas, and I did do body parts modeling. I mostly did my hands. but I did feet as well. So I've done a ton of work, but I didn't even think about that. How fun is that? I did a lot of body parts modeling, and yeah, so I have that behind my. I forgot about that. It just reminded me of a whole nother job that I had in my life.
I think everybody's had a bunch of jobs in their life,
yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what would be really funny? Because I really did want to do a show on feet. Like, it's so interesting because if you think about it, incorporating sports, I wonder who has the best feet in sports, all of sports, I'm talking football, baseball, basketball. You know, I'd love to see some of these celebrities' feet and what they look like, because you're right, you're working on your feet all day, how many hours a day, every day. And especially if you're a big-time sports star, you're on your feet a lot. So I wonder who has the best and the worst feet. That would be a good show.
That would be very interesting. You would have to take those all in parts, no pun intended. Yeah. Everybody wants to show one foot follows the other. Okay, yeah, it's Pun Day Thursday. No Flashback Foot Day. Flashback Foot Day was on Monday. It's Foot Day Monday. Anyway, so.
Well, you know what? I have something I want to tell you. I got involved with a foot doctor because I sent out baskets, humongous baskets, with my book in it to Ellen, Conan, Fallon, Kimmel, Wendy Williams, to my PR, Ruth Marin, and Boy Love. Got to give a shout out to that guy. He worked his tail off, and he's been a PR for many, many, many big celebrities, and somehow I was lucky enough to have him take care of me, and take me under his wing. But, yeah, I got in touch with this company called Terrific, and they do these huge feet chocolates. And they donated the chocolate feet to my basket that I gave out there. So right now, Ellen, Conan, Fallon, and all them, they have one life-size huge chocolate and a bunch of little ones and some feet lollipops, which are usually given out at, baby showers. So they're really, really pretty colors, and they get incorporated in the basket. So it's all tied into, there's the foot doctor, and then there's the woman who got the foot doctor to donate them. She does a lot of foot walks for children, and they actually have a foot mascot, and her name is Keston. And she is a gay woman who had a surrogate child, and she has Down syndrome. The doctors wanted her to abort, and she didn't, and then she now has a book, Saving Delaney, and Lifetime is looking at them for a movie. So we are all actually campaigning right now, the three of us, to do a show on feet, which I think would be fabulous. And I know Ellen would definitely love that. And I'm sure all the shows would love that. So that's what I'm up to right now, is just campaigning to all the big shows. And literally almost got on Fallon a week ago. I was out in New Jersey with my daughter and New York City, and my PR got us in touch, and they loved the book. They went nuts over LJG photography. And so it's making a splash, and I like that it's gone in a classier way. I have not touched the foot fetish market. I'm trying to keep it classy, clean, and fun.
Yeah, fun as feet could possibly be. You have touched them all.
And you know what? Get this. So one of the guys I cheered for at Montclair High School, Quintus McDonald, he just purchased a book at LJG Photography. Like those plugs. He was on Penn State in '86, and they made the national championships that year. He was number 92, and then he was drafted to the Indianapolis Colts, and then San Francisco. I would love, I don't know how you feel, but I'd love to call him on a freeway and see if we can get him on the phone.
Oh, yeah, call him up. Not a problem. Matter of fact, he wore 96 with the Indianapolis Colts. He wore number 96 with the Colts.
Yeah, 96?
Yeah, so he went up 4 notches. He went up 4 notches, and he went on to play for San Francisco. As a matter of fact, he was in high school All-American in '84. So he was a high school All-American.
Yeah.
So he's got the accolades. I'd like to hear his thoughts on the book.
Well, if you could talk to the audience for about 30 seconds, I'll get him on the line.
Yeah, no, hey, not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, she's got to dial up Mr. Quintus McDonald, who has been around a long time. He's been in the NFL. He went to Penn State and national championship team. This guy is on point. He's always giving back to kids, always giving back to his native area. Great guy. I've never had the pleasure of talking to him, so this ought to be very interesting. Anyway, this is Rudy Reyes joined by Lauren Jenifer Gates, who does great things in the New Jersey area in New York. And gosh, I don't know, someone's going to hammer me over these types of announcements. Is this Quintus McDonald by chance?
Rudy?
Who?
Here he is.
Hello?
Quintus!
Is that Joni?
Yes, it is.
Joni.
On the line.
Is that Joni Donato on the line? What's up, Joni? Hey, you got your pom-pom? You can't call me without cheering me on.
She's got it all going on there. We were talking about feet
Who is that?
This is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show.
Rude Dog Show.
Yes, sir.
You call the big dog.
Uh-oh, Rude Dog with the big dog. Quintus McDonald.
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Hi. Yeah. Hey, surprise, Quintus. So I want to introduce you. This is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show, and I'm going to keep quiet. I just want to, I just wanted to surprise you. We were just talking about how you own LJG Photography, and we found out, and I was telling him what you did. So he does a sports show, so I'd love to introduce you to him.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it, Quintus.
Oh,
Yeah.
you saying coming on? We're on the radio right now?
We're on the radio right now. Yes, sir.
Watch out now. I'm glad you can't see my feet. We're talking about Joni's book about photography. I got athletic feet, brother.
Yeah. Mine are semi-athletic. That's all I'm going to say. All my work's done behind a microphone. So.
Okay. Well, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Semi-athletic. Do you wear the tennis shoes with the little thing that goes between the toes, or are you open toe? You open toeing it, or you got the little collar?
You know what? I have never been asked that, Quintus. You're very fortunate to know that today I will answer that question. I was a non-in-between toe guy when I was a kid. And somehow, some way, somebody said, "Hey, man, here, try these on." So I tried them on, and I've been stuck ever since because I just said, "Wow, these are much more comfortable than having this thing sticking right in the middle of your toes." You can run in the bigger ones versus the ones with. So I'm stuck with the one that does not have the toe divider.
Without having the toe divider, no problem.
No, I can't.
You have
No.
the shower shoe. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. You're my brother there. All right, here we go.
Nail bombing at its best, right? This is amazing. Okay, I just want to say this. I'm working on LJG Photography Volume 2, and I want a picture of Rudy's feet and your feet.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Mine will have to go under athletic foot for sure.
Athletic foot, yeah.
No, you know what they'd call that? They'd call that foot shop. Instead of Photoshop, foot shop.
Exactly. And I don't know, Joe. You want to sell these books. You certainly don't want to put my foot on the cover.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna have to foot shot that.
There you go.
Have to foot shot that.
So Rudy, this is Quintus McDonald. He was on Penn State team 86, and they won the national championship. That's on here. Yeah.
Indeed, we are Penn State for life, baby.
That's fantastic. It was kind of interesting. On my Twitter line today, we're talking about a movie that one of my constituents is trying to put together right now, talking about Joe Pa and his life and what he went through while he was there at Penn State. Obviously, you can't talk about Penn State without talking about the dark times. Everybody knows what that is. I'm not going to go into that. However, that's still part of his legacy. But when we look at that championship team, that was absolutely fantastic. That put Penn State on the map. That particular game, that championship was epic. What was your experience being the national champion?
Oh, it was outstanding. If you look back in the history, that game was absolutely epic because the world thought Miami was going to win, including all of Miami and Jimmy Johnson. But we had come together and galvanized that season simply because the previous year we were undefeated. played for the national championship against Oklahoma and ended up losing that game. So all of the seniors who were fifth-year seniors, guys that could have gone on into the NFL, made a pact, and we came together, galvanized, and worked hard. We won some very close games throughout the season that could have taken that whole thing and derailed it. So there was no way we were going to walk off that field defeated on that Friday night in Arizona.
Well, Oklahoma was a serious powerhouse. You were mentioning Jimmy Johnson, and matter of fact, I met Jimmy Johnson. Well, inadvertently, I was working at a mall downtown Los Angeles because that's where the NFL Network studio was, or excuse me, Fox rather. And it was early in the morning. I seen him walk out of a real expensive store, and I looked at him. I pointed to him, and he nodded his head. Obviously, couldn't hear anything he said, but he nodded his head. I gave him the thumbs up. He gave me a thumbs up, and that was the last I seen him. So first and last time I'd ever met Jimmy Johnson. But man, what a great Miami team he had going on there, and he took that all the way to the next level to be the coach for the Dallas Cowboys, won a championship there. So. Quintus McDonald, everybody. This guy was a 1984 Montclair High School All-American. And that takes a lot to be an All-American. Quintus, I know it's going a little retro for you because by the time you were in high school in 84, I was a teenager. So we have some year separation.
I was a teenager. That's right.
84, I was probably 12.
So you were hoping to be, you were looking forward to being a teenager.
Yes,
nice.
Yes, I was heading up the proverbial route of teenagehood and what they call preteen nowadays. But what was it like being named high school defensive player of the year?
Player of the year, it was pretty amazing, to be honest. It was humbling, number one. Amazing to have, older guys who had gone on and played college basketball, college football, just gone on to do great things at the college level. When they would come back to town that summer and see me in the park, our town, we come from a small town with a lot of Joni will tell you football players like.
Yeah.
For the older guys to come back and say how proud they were to take that newspaper, that USA Today newspaper, and show their college classmates, hey, this kid is from my town. I knew him when he first moved here to North Carolina. That kind of thing. That was absolutely awesome. It was kind of weird to having the photo shoot in the girls' gym where we took that picture, Joni. We were over the girls' gym to take that picture on a green screen behind me. So that was kind of weird, that whole scenario. They actually brought in a crate of newspapers so everyone in the school could get one. And it was kind of Quintus McDonald Day. So that was pretty cool, but it was very much humble.
That's fantastic. Yeah, no doubt. Took the words right out of my mouth there, Lauren. That was great. I don't know what it's like to win a national championship. Maybe, I don't know, never. That will never happen. But if you guys
we won state championships, we won championships in TV football, won the national championship. I never got that big one. I never got the Super Bowl. And I never will at this point, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We have a Super Bowl every day that God blesses us to wake up. It's our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We got to make the most of it. Right?
Absolutely. Amen to that one. Now, moving a little bit forward, you were drafted by the Indianapolis Colts. You were the 155th pick overall in 1989. There were a lot of great guys got drafted in 89, and you were certainly a part of that draft class by the Colts. Tell me about number 96. How did it roll over from high school, or you decided to jump up 4 notches and play with the big boys at 96?
No. I tell you what, it was an amazing ride with Indianapolis. Those guys really wrapped their arms around me and gave me opportunity to display my talent. One of the things that I'm most proud of is being a guy that played all 4 linebackers. Having the opportunity to play all 4 linebackers in one game was tremendous. something that not a lot of guys can say they've ever done, especially at the NFL level. So, having the opportunity to display my God-given talent was tremendous for me. I don't want to put a damper on this, but the fact of the matter is that I had some issues. I had some issues with their injuries. I mean, when your brain doesn't function properly, it's an injury. So I had some issues that caused my career to be cut short once I got out to San Francisco. Unfortunate. But the fact of the matter is that it was a fun ride. It was absolutely fantastic. I do it all over again. I play a little differently. Now we're teaching kids how to play heads up football, not being taught to use their head the way that we were taught to use our head. And we deal, a lot of there's thousands of guys that deal with that today. Because of the way we were taught to play and the equipment that we had or didn't have. So, but you know what? I love the sport. I love the game. And any child that I have, male or female, I let them play. Just teach them how to do it properly. So NFL was a fun ride, an absolute fun ride, and I love those folks in Indianapolis. In fact, Matt Town, I'm headed your way in a couple of weeks to come out there and work with the NFLPA chapter.
Wow.
What date?
It'll be the Wednesday and Thursday of not next week, but the following week. I think it's a Tuesday. I think it's the second and the third, maybe.
Okay.
Well, fantastic. Sounds fun. I've been to Las Vegas. I'll be honest with you. I call it Las Wages, but it's just not a place that I that early frequent. But Quintus McDonald, everybody, with
Woo! Yay!
with Lauren Jenifer Gates, right here on the Rude Dog Show.
I'm so happy he picked up. I just want to say this, you know me for a long time. He used to pick me up. I was 98 pounds, and I'm only 4'11 and 3/4, okay? Now I'm not 98 pounds. I'm still 4'11 and 3/4. I wonder if there's like a picture of us with you picking me up, because he always picks me up. It was so cute. But I just want to say, Joni Donato, a.k.a. Lauren Jenifer Gates, which doesn't really know me as Lauren Jenifer Gates, but it is in the book, of course. But I want to say how proud I am of you, and I'm so glad you picked it up, because I wanted to introduce you to Rudy, because he has a great, great show. And he's a fabulous host. I'm just realizing it now, like how good you are, Rudy. So I really appreciate both of you.
Outstanding, Joni. Thank you for reaching out to me. I'm glad I picked it up too, because the restricted number thing, if it wasn't for ministry, I wouldn't have answered. So I'm grateful that you called me. Hey, Rudy, it was a pleasure meeting you, brother. Get my number from Joni.
Yeah.
If there's anything that I can do to help. And Joni, hey, give them Disney Sports Bubble. Give them my information.
Why don't you tell Rudy and the audience that's listening any way they can get in touch with us, supporting your page, the website? Is that okay, Rudy?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. I encourage it.
Okay, well, hey folks, you can see what we do over at Penn State Football at NittanySportsHuddle.com. That's NittanySportsHuddle.com. NittanySportsHuddle.com for all your insight about Penn State football and Penn State athletics.
Well, fantastic. I'm sure everybody, look, go check it out. It's worth it. If you're a Penn State fan and you want to know more about it, and getting to know Quintus McDonald is certainly the way it is. Quintus will show you the ropes, will show you everything you need to know from top to bottom. Quintus, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on the show at let's just say very late notice. But I thank you nonetheless.
My pleasure, Rude Dog. Bless you, brother. Keep on rocking, man. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Quintus. Take care. Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it, man. Take care.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you for thinking of me.
You bet. Take care.
That was great stuff. I thoroughly enjoy Quintus McDonald. That guy's on point. He gives back. He continually gives back. And in sports, it's not mentioned enough how many guys, just like Quintus McDonald, does all the great things for all of these kids. And to get them away from doing negative things in their environment to contributing back to the area that had given him so much while he was at Penn State and in his respective high school. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show with Joni Donato, a.k.a. I don't like using a.k.a., but there's no other way to say it. Lord Jenifer Gates here, who works with the phenomenal Beasley Media Group out in New York and New Jersey.
No,
Maybe I
Las
should
Vegas.
probably give that up.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
I'm in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. Well, Beasley's everywhere, so they could stick you in a jet and fly you out there, and it'd be no one's business.
Well, I was just out in New York and New Jersey, and I'm an East Coast chick by heart. You know, I was born in New York, native New Yorker, raised in New Jersey. I've lived in many towns. My adopted mom moved around a lot, so I've lived in like 7 towns. But Montclair High School was the best experience of my life. It was, like he said, a lot of love, like Quintus said. There was a lot of love there. And, you know, you mentioned kids and sports. I'm an advocate for children. I was an abused, foster child. I went through a lot, and I'm not even going to get into it. I don't want to bring the show down. But that's part of why I use comedy to, I guess, just get out of thinking about negative things. But kids in sports is amazing. My daughter is 11. She's super shy, nothing like me. And I put her in every single sport. She chose soccer on her own. So she's taking soccer. They came in second place in the championship.
Yay!
She doesn't even know what she's doing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she doesn't even know what she's doing, but she's really into it. I want to put her in basketball next. I think she has a talent for maybe softball. I've played with her a few times outside. I'm like, wow, she's got a great game. My foster brothers became all-stars in baseball, and they are we're all about helping kids to stay on the right path, and it's really, really, really important because of the lifestyle that I had as a child. I could have absolutely 100% went the other way and got into drugs and alcohol and who knows, prostitution or who knows what. So the fact that, I didn't really, they didn't push me into sports, but I was always running around, very much watching my brother play baseball every single day. So I think it's really important to work with kids, and like you said, there's a lot of sports figures that work with children, and you're right, they don't get, it's not out there enough because it is really important. And I think it's also great for sports figures that, they're done with their career, and guess what? What are they going to do? You've got to stay in that mental state of sports, and it's very healthy to remember what you've done and where you come from, and to give back. So I think it's a great thing what he's doing, and a lot of other sports figures are doing as well. And I love that you, Rudy, are bringing this out. I love it, and I think you're a fabulous interviewer. I've been interviewed many, many, many times on my book and my life and my CD and Jade pins and things like that. This is a fabulous interview with you, so I appreciate it very much.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look, you're talking about sports, and I think to myself, there's so many guys out there who do the very same thing. And I started doing this because I wanted to give fans a different perspective of players, who they were, where they came from, outside of numbers. We're not talking forced fumbles, touchdowns, sacks, interceptions. All that stuff is in record books. You can't tell who a person is by looking at stats. You need a story behind the stats, and that's what I started doing 4 years ago. And I believe that's a growing trend. Now, you get your media anywhere nowadays, but who's going to tell a story and be the storyteller to get that story out? So I basically dug myself to do just that, and I've been doing it 4 years running. So, and I'll basically continue doing this. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And thanks to LinkedIn, right? That's how we met. And LinkedIn to me is a very, I love, I have 6 Facebooks under the Lauren Jenifer Gates and LJG show and everything else, and I've got the Joni Donato and the Twitter page and the Instagram LJG show. But I think LinkedIn is my favorite because it's very professional. I love it, and I'm so happy that you wrote me and we connected. And here I am on your great show. I love it. I'll be putting it up all over my social media.
Well, thank you. I'm humbled by it. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Joni Donato, Jenifer Lynn Gates. This is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show. Look, go check out SeaGiant.com. You want your tickets, use the code RudeDog, and you never know, you can get something off of your transaction, but you won't know until you use the code RudeDog. Let's talk about some more sports. And this is nothing that you're not familiar with. You're from the East Coast, born back there, raised back there a certain amount of time, and you were dating a New Jersey hockey player? How did that happen? I mean, you were really into sports. What was it about dating this guy? I mean, did he have a big hockey stick? I mean, did he shoot it into your net? I mean, what was it about that attraction?
Well, I was actually in the crowd, and you know how sometimes the cameraman will pan off to, like, that happened with, what's her name? She was on Baywatch, Pamela Anderson, like, they just pan off to a girl, and she's smiling, and they put her up on the big screen. Well, that happened to me, and so after the game, he came and found me, which was kind of cute, and I was all excited about it, but it didn't go anywhere. I mean, he was Canadian, and, you know, he just... It just didn't, being Canadian.
I'm getting you tongue-tied there.
Yeah, he was like speaking French in front of me and his friends. I don't know. He was really, really cute, but I just there wasn't anything there for me. But it was a fun time. That was the Devils hockey team in New Jersey, and it was a great time. And especially because you know, I was a cheerleader and stuff. You know, I just had that type of energy that wherever I went, I would get kicked out of crowds. And I went to a volleyball professional, what is it called, VIP game at the Hard Rock, and they picked me out of the crowd, and they did a commercial. It was a lot of fun. You know, I'm not so much about that anymore. You know, I am a single mom, and I have an 11-year-old daughter, and I'm a very hands-on mom. I mean, people say, oh, I'm a single mom too, but then they have their ex-husband pick them up 3 nights a week, you know, this and that. So I don't have that. I have just my daughter, so I definitely, you know, am very hands-on and more about her. And yes, the book, you know, is something that I'm doing right now. I mean, who knows, the way I can be doing something next year, something different, but I'm very much about the book because it does talk a lot about my life, about my ex-fiance who died in a car accident. I dedicated the book to him, and he was a fantastic person, and I have a huge heart, and he meant a lot to me. So I put him in the book along with my CD page, my Jason's page. So basically the book is a culmination of everything I've done in my life, just about. So it's more than just feet, and it's a picture book. You know, I've actually had people tell me, oh, I don't read, and I'm like, don't say that. Like, you shouldn't tell women I don't read, but it's really a fun photo album brought to life with a very good quality. It's a 6x6 hard copy, and super cute. So you can order it at LJG Photography. It's only $24.95, and I'll sign it, and I'll write something to you in it. So I appreciate, you know, this promotion that you're giving me.
Oh, hey, no problem. Yeah. Hey, you're welcome. I hope it works out. That's the end result. That's the desire. Everything that's being given, you just flow with it and be able to help somebody else out at the same time. So good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
To make people laugh.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Tell everybody where they can find all your good stuff.
What's that?
Tell everybody where they can find all your. Yeah, that too.
Okay, I have. Thank you. I have I know, right? I forgot about that. I have a public figure page. I would love people to go on it and like it. It's facebook.com/my name, Lauren, Lauren, Jenifer with one N, Gates, Gates. And I also have a regular page. It's full, so I use my Joni Donato as well. So it's LJG Fan Club, and my Instagram is LJG Show. My show is basically on relationships and dating, dining, music, and health. We have a lot of fun. My co-host is Callie Tucker. I got to tell you, Rudy, with the way I'm hearing you host the show and the way you just looked up Quintus just by getting him on the phone like that, and how fast, and you're very knowledgeable and very, very intelligent, I definitely want to host a show with you out here. So if we come out here, let's get you on the show.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I was just there. I can't believe I missed this. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, when were you here?
I was there. Oh, it wasn't that long ago. I'm trying to make it sound like I was there a day ago. No, I was there probably about 6 months ago or so. It was a good experience. I took my 23-year-old son to go. He'd never been.
Oh.
So I said, all right, let's go. So we drove and a turnaround to Vegas. Was there in Vegas for, well, how can you not stay in Vegas for more than an hour? So we were there for a few hours and then a turnaround and came back home. Yeah, no, he'd never been. Yeah, it was a complete tour. Strip.
Where did you take him? I like the adventures.
The whole.
Where did you take him?
The whole strip. Yeah, I just took him into some casino. You know, we just went around. I'm not a big gambler. I go to sleep and I want to wake up the next day. That's the only gambling I do. You know.
All right, I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you because I know people are listening and they think of Vegas as a gambling place. Well, guess what? I have only gambled in my life maybe 15 times, and I never lost. I have a knack for picking numbers, and it's been roulette, so I've only gambled a few times. My life in Vegas, I want to educate people that might not know or bring awareness. It is beautiful. I live in Summerlin, and I have a mountain view out of every window of my bedroom. It's gorgeous. I'm right near the Red Rock Mountains. Have you ever been to the Red Rock Mountains?
I've heard of the Red Rock Mountain. I just haven't had a chance to throw a rock at the Red Rock Mountain. I wasn't in range.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Next time you're out here, with or without your son, that's what I will do. I will take you in my car, and we will take the loop. It's about a 15-minute loop of the Red Rock Mountains, and you'll see a whole different side of Vegas. It is so beautiful here. They just built an outdoor mall type thing. They have concerts out there on the grass. Beautiful restaurants, outdoor eating, it's gorgeous, very zen-like vibe, and it's a mall. I hate malls. I like anything that's not common, but it's a very unique place, and it's beautiful. So I think with the Vegas thing, people get that, you know, there's a lot of families out here now. I did move out here in 1997. I did want to be an actress. I realized I stink at acting, so I stuck to hosting and commercials and did very, very well in the band, sang in leads in the band, and had a great time. But now I just do my Jadikins, baby puppy couture, baby shower gifts, stuff like that. They're little tiny tuckers, and the president of Universal Records has 3 of them. And they're really high-end faux-fur tuckers that you put your puppy in or on or sleep in or whatever. And then something like, whether it's celebrities or regular people would buy them. They're very, very cute. And swaddle blankets. So that's what I do here. And then I do the radio show and have a book. So it's a very different lifestyle than when I first moved here.
Oh, yeah.
I did move back. Well, go ahead.
Sounds like it. It sounds like you have a lot going on.
That's why, like when you said, you know, I don't gamble, and I thought I got to set them straight because there's so much more. There's the Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, and it's beautiful. The only thing they're missing here is a nice beach. I mean, that would make it just amazing. But California is 1 hour away on a plane and 4.5 hours from Las Vegas when you drive. So pretty close. And I try to get there once a year to like Laguna with my daughter and stuff like that. So
that's great. That's good.
You're in Los Angeles?
Southern California. Yeah, I'm out here in Orange County actually. Yeah, I'm right next door to LA. Probably for the LA city limits, maybe about 10, 15 minutes, something like that. So it's not too terribly far. So, and I'm familiar with the landscape. When I was in my younger years, I decided to travel. I wanted to travel a little bit and see the country and talk to different people. And I still like to travel, but and I could do my show from anywhere, so it really doesn't matter where I'm at to do the show.
That's just so great, right?
Yeah, that's probably the best aspect to it whatsoever, and I loved it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show with Jenifer, Jenifer Gates. However you can find her, you can find Joni Donato too. So if one doesn't work, you can find the other. You find one, you find the other. So LJG, probably the easiest way to know. Three names there are easy to recognize. Anyway, this is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show with Jenifer Gates with one N. And that's Jenifer. So just want to make sure we get that established. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on. It was fantastic having you on. It was great. You've been a great co-host here today. Thank you for your time.
Okay. I thank you so much. I'm going to be out in maybe Laguna and maybe Universal Studios like in a couple weeks with my daughter. I'm going to look you up and hopefully meet you in person and hang out. We could do a Facebook Live together.
Cool. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll tell you what. It sounds like a deal. Thank you again. I do appreciate it.
You.
And we'll touch base real soon.
Thank you so much, Rudy.
No problem. Thank you, and have a great day, and stay cool. I know it's really hot in Vegas right about now.
Oh, yeah. Very hot.
It's roasting, just like it is here.
But no humidity.
Yeah, all dry heat, exactly. What do you know, Vegas? Dry heat? Huh, who would have thought that one? This is Rudy Reyes.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, women that, care about their hair frizzing, the great thing about Vegas, Rudy, I know this is for your women fans out there, because I'm sure you have many women fans. When you come to Vegas, your hair does not frizz. So that's very important for you women fans to know.
Well, there you go. At least, if I ever decide to try to grow some in, I mean, test that theory, but it's very unlikely at this point, as you probably already figured out. It's probably just not going to happen. You as well. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This was Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show with Lauren Jenifer Gates. You can find her good stuff everywhere. It's on LinkedIn. It's on Facebook. Go to jadakins.com. Check out her puppy stuff. If your dog is naked, get it some clothes. Jada Kins certainly has it for you. Anyway, this is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show with the wonderful, talented Lauren Jenifer Gates.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. This is Rudy Reyes on the Rude Dog Show.com. I'll have it posted. Make sure you follow me, like on Facebook. Check this out on the RudeDogShow.com. I'll have it posted later on this afternoon. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and have a great day.